One of the biggest animated hits of 2021 is about to continue in its long-awaited second season. That's right, we're talking about Invincible today, what with its subversive plays on tropes, intelligent humor, gory action, and memorable characters. Oh, and the memes. Can't forget about the memes. Besides being based off of a critically acclaimed comic and having an excellent cast of veteran voice actors, Invincible has more to offer under the hood than meets the eye. Like, say, a couple of interesting tidbits that will make you go, aha. So, what are we waiting for? Let's dive in. For one, where else to start but the very beginning, the comic's inception. It's worth mentioning that Invincible was created by the one and only Robert Kirkman, who, in some circles, may be more famous for his other hit series, The Walking Dead, which only came out 6 months after Invincible. Mark Grayson and each member of the Guardians of the Globe are voiced by stars of The Walking Dead TV show, which makes us wonder if this was a happy coincidence the production team went along with, or if it was planned way in advance. Well, at the very least, there's one particular nod to a certain voice actor that stood out as deliberate. The high school that Mark and his friends attend to is called Reginald VelJohnson High School in honor of, well, who else but Reginald Johnson? Appropriately enough, the actor best known for his police roles takes the voice role of the principal of the school. The character's name is Even Winslow, which is an obvious nod to Carl Winslow, VelJohnson's most well-known role from Family Matters. Oh, and since we're on the topic of voice acting, most of you probably caught the Seth Rogen cameo in episode 4, where he voices Alan the Alien. This brings us to our next point. Universal Pictures had plans for an Invincible adaptation all the way back in 2017, only as a feature film and not a show. While technically still in hiatus, the Rogen and Evan Goldberg creative duo would have taken up the 2017 project, same as they did for the animated show. As of 2023, word is that it's still in development, but only time will tell how well it holds up if released.
Sure, you're the same guy. I fought here 3 years ago.
No, I'm not the same.
Going back to Kirkman himself, it's also worth noting that he's an executive producer, and so he has quite a lot of creative input when it comes to the project. One example is with the title card itself, which only appears once the word Invincible is said out loud in the episode. An idea that was pushed heavily by Kirkman, but also one that proved, well, a tad difficult for the showrunners. At this point, episode 5 is a bit infamous as it appears around 15 minutes into the episode. However, what you may have missed out on is the way the title cards subtly change. With each new one, there's an added blood splatter effect, and the main theme gradually shifts from heroic to sounding overly dark and cynical. As for the person who composed most of the glorious sounds and tunes you heard in the show, you might be more than familiar with his work, if not his name, John Paesano. He's the composer of The Defenders, Daredevil, and has contributed to both Spider-Man and the Miles Morales spin-off video game. Besides its own music, the show included its fair share of licensed songs, such as Dynamite from Run the Jewels or Broken Boy by Cage the Elephant. What makes them stand out are the titles. It's subtle, but when you have song names like Let It All Go, Don't Get Captured, or even Hate to Say I Told You So, you can kinda get the gist of what they were going for.
We have responsibilities that normal humans don't.
Of course, how can you end off a video about Invincible without mentioning the memes? That's the neat part, you don't. Everyone and their grandma knows about the 2 Omni-Man memes that are still circling around the internet these days, but what you might not have known is that they're both misquoted. Indeed, the Mandela effect strikes again, because at no point does Omni-Man say think twice when confronting Mark. The actual quote is just think Mark. However, funnily enough, the same is not true for the comics, where he actually does say think Mark, think. As for the second most prevalent meme, even I misquoted it. You can see a lot of meme variations where the phrase is written as that's the neat part, but in actuality, it's meant to be that's the neat thing. With all that said, we hope you enjoyed this powered detour surrounding one of the best animated superhero satires. Are you looking forward to season 2? Share your thoughts with us in the comment section, and if interested, check out our other videos. Every like and subscription helps, and we hope to see you again, same channel, different time.